Remember a couple months ago when I made a joke about selling pins? Well, I decided to make my own merch store with Threadless. They're not sponsoring me or anything, they're just the only ones who let me start a store. I'm not sure what will be for sale when you go, but as I'm writing the script, there's a cool sticker of a plush version of me, so you can put it on your light blue fanny pack. That's weird. You know this shirt I'm wearing? Well, you can't buy it, it's my shirt, but you can buy a legally distinct version of it. The Legally Distinct Rat Favorite Rat shirt. Pretty cool if you want to impersonate me for some reason. You know that one time I said that one thing about commercials? Well, you can buy a throw pillow of it now, so yeah. It also says words of the thing that I say sometimes when the video ends, so yeah. The link to this store should be in the description, but if it's not, just go to wf5000.threadless.com. Anyway, back to your video. If you're anywhere around my age range, then you probably remember going to Chucky Cheeze for a birthday party. If you're a little older, then you might remember going to Showbiz Pizza Place. But if neither of these were in your area, then you probably remember going to one of these. I'm not even gonna dance around it anymore. I'm talking about Chucky Cheeze Copycats again. Or more specifically, Chucky Cheeze.
It's a kid's world that's around you. It's happening all around you. The fun that makes the magic moment. Every face tells a story.
If you clicked on this video and somehow don't know what Chucky Cheeze is, then I recommend watching this video by Nathan Spees, and this video by Chimera Manticore for the Rockafire. But if you don't have almost 3 hours to have an in-depth look at the cutthroat world of fast food entertainment, or just like my voice, then I'll give you the quick version. On May 17th, 1977, co-creator of Atari, Nolan Bushnell, opened a pizzeria with an arcade and audio animatronics. After Robert Brock of the Brock Hotel Corporation saw how successful this was, he made a deal with Nolan to open hundreds of Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time theaters across America. Unfortunately, though, Robert Brock was unfaithful to Nolan and created Showbiz Pizza Place with Aaron Factor and his kooky animatronic friends, marking this as the first Chuck E. Cheese copycat. And this is where our story starts.
Chuck E. Cheese es el lugar de la diversión. Prueba nuestros deliciosos platillos que te encantarán. Y por cada pizza que compres...
If you've been watching this channel for almost a year, then you probably watched my video, The Weird World of Chuck E. Cheese Copycats. Well, in the original thumbnail for that video, there was a particular chihuahua I forgot to talk about. Chuck E. Cheese. And you guys called me out on it. I had an excuse, but... well, I'm talking about him now. Located in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Chuck E. Cheese opened in February of 2006. They had some TV commercials and a website, but unfortunately, the website shut down in 2012. Also unfortunately, the actual restaurant shut down in 2011, so that stinks. The building has been vacant for the past 14 years since it closed, and there's no plans for it to reopen right now. Pretty much your standard Chuck E. Cheese copycat, but there's a couple reasons why it's special enough, for me at least, to give it its own video. Like the commercial.
Chuck E. Cheese es el lugar de la diversión. Prueba nuestros deliciosos platillos que te encantarán. Y por cada pizza que compres, recibe un bono por 50, 75 o 100 pesos para que juegues. Celebra tu cumpleaños con nosotros y saborea nuestros nuggets, pizzas o hamburguesas. Te llevamos el sabor de Chuck E. Cheese a tu casa o a tu hotel sin costo extra. Todos nuestros clientes disfrutan de los brincolines gratis. Ven a Plaza Marina a disfrutar en grande.
After the Birthday World commercial, this is probably one of the best commercials I've seen in a while. For me at least, this is some of the most appetizing food I've ever seen and will probably never be able to try. I mean, Chuck E. Cheese pizza is good, but it doesn't look the best. Back to the commercial, and who is this guy? I know it's the walk-around character, but why does he look like this?
Educational Bible stories, PC game and software. Yeah, educational software stories, mission and something like that.
Now, when you see this character, you might be wondering, what even is it? Despite what you might think, this isn't a rat, but a dog. or more specifically, a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua is a dog breed that originated in Siberia, then entered North America around 10,000 years ago. Now, just by looking at this, you can probably see where they got most of their inspiration from. Around this time, the Chucky Cheese design was Avenger Chuck, so yeah. The red shirt and hat with the blue C is pretty similar to the ones that they had around this time. Let alone the name. Chucky Cheese? Chucky Cheese? Other than that, the gloves seem to be original, but that's just a cartoon thing, so there might not be an original part of this character design. And that's basically all I have to say about Chucky Cheese. But, alongside Chucky, there were a couple other things that I forgot to talk about in that other video. Again, along with Chucky Cheese, there were also some other stuff that I missed in the original video. Like how Mickaymouce is in the original thumbnail. This is because I made the thumbnail before I made the video, and I forgot to say the things I was going to say about Mickaymouce, so I guess I'll do that now. For those who don't know, Chucky Cheese was a copycat of Mickaymouce. When Nolan Bushnell was designing Chucky Cheese, he wanted to make an iconic character, and when he was at Disneyland, he saw the Tiki Room and thought he could make his own mouse-themed empire. Also, if that isn't proof enough, both names have a E or a Yi in the middle, so yeah. You know, Chuck, E, Mick, Yi. Another thing that I missed last time was Woodie Woodchucks. The first location opened in 1995 in Ontario, Canada, but closed in 2014. The second location opened in 2000, but then closed in 2011. There isn't much to say about this one, but the animatronics are kinda creepy, and I don't really like them. Oh yeah, also, Vin Diesel made a movie here. In the 2005 film, The Pacifier, Vin Diesel went to a Woodie Woodchucks. I would go more into this, but I'm not making a video about Chuck E. Cheese movies. I already did that. This last one's really interesting to me, and I'm not really sure why. The last thing I'm going to be talking about today is Funzone Pizza. It opened as a Chuck E. Cheese in July of 1982 in Chico, California. Unfortunately though, in January of 2011, CEC Corporate decided to revoke their rights to Chuck E. Cheese, making them rebrand to Funzone Pizza. Unfortunately, in September of that year, it closed due to not enough sales. I actually remember seeing a YouTube video about this at the time, and when I rewatched it for research for this video, it was one of the most nostalgic things I've ever seen. I could barely remember this, and all memories just came flooding back from like 14 years ago. So that's fun. In conclusion, the most elusive Chuck E. Cheese copycat is none other than Chucky Cheese. This will probably be my last time talking about Chuck E. Cheese copycats, so that's why I talked about Woodie Woodchuck and Funzone Pizza in this, if you were wondering. If you somehow enjoyed this, then please consider subscribing, so you can see what I do next. Speaking of what I do next, my next video might be a little bit different than this one and the past few. I'm trying out a different topic just to see what you guys think about it. But don't worry, it won't be like a permanent thing. I'm probably gonna be back to this at like Halloween, probably, for like the Halloween special or something. Also, there's a magnet in the shop alongside the stuff that I talked about earlier. So, yeah. There's also a sticker, but it doesn't really look the greatest, and I'll probably have to change it, but by the time we're watching this. As always, I don't currently know what time it is when you're watching this, so have a good evening, a good night, a good morning. Just have a good time, and yeah.